Welcome to another City Times broadcast of the regional final here at Harry West Gym. The 2-seed SD City Knights versus the 10-seed Allan Hancock College Bulldogs. I am Joe Panek, and with me as always, Vince Outlaw.
Good to be here, Joe.
The Knights started postseason play last week with a dominant win over Pasadena City, 87-69. The Bulldogs now have had to go the long way this year. They did not receive a bye as they are the 10 seed, but they cruised to the victory over Antelope Valley 98-68, then upset Santiago College 62-55. The Knights defeated the Bulldogs back on November 19th, 78-67 at the Home Motors Tournament. The winner of this game advances to the statewide Elite 8 at Mount San Antonio College next week. Vince, the Bulldogs like to slow the tempo down, dominate in the paint and off the boards. Who is going to be their biggest problem for the Knights tonight? And what should their strategy be to stopping them?
Well, Joe, yeah, it's an exciting night here at Harry West Gym, a regional final for the California State Community College. And the Allan Hancock comes in with some big stats in their two playoff games, the ones you mentioned there. They outscored their opponents in the paint by 22 and 24 in each game, and out-rebounded them by 28 and 15 respectively. So they do that, and Coach Charlins in our preview of the game mentioned that they like to dominate the paint. So who they got coming in to dominate the paint? Two first-team Western State Conference North all-conference honorees. Milo Santos, who's also their leading scorer. He averages 6.2 rebounds a game and 17.6 points a game. Another one is number 5, Tavon Pierre-Louis, rebounding at 7.8 rebounds a game, and also averaging 11.4. So that's going to be kind of, I think, a big 1-2 for the Bulldogs this year. I mean, tonight here. The Bulldogs, not necessarily a great three-point or free throw shooting team, although they have a very high field goal percentage, 49%. And that, again, goes to the fact that they like to get to the bucket and they like second shots. Offensive rebounds are going to be key in this game, that to keep them off, to keep the Bulldogs off the board, and to keep those extra points in the paint lower. Another thing I think to look at could be some of the bench rebounding, for the Knights, with Dylan Cubitt and Dennis Kambarov coming off the bench. If there's any foul trouble, they could be really be a big part tonight in hauling down some extra rebounds, helping out Alex Crawford and Dexter Stratton, 2 starters for the Knights. So looking forward to a really good game. Coach Charlin said his team has turned a corner and is playing the best ball of the season right now. So we're ready for it.
And something I want to mention from the wonderful article you wrote in preview of this game, that Alex Crawford did not play in the first matchup between these teams. And Charlins is very proud of his forward. Is a great player, first team PCAC. So he will be here this evening, and Allan Hancock Bulldogs are going to get their first look at him. Yeah,
and Charlins had a great quote from that article. He said, "They don't know what's about to hit them." So we'll see what the impact of Alex Crawford is on this game tonight, Joe.
We absolutely will. And if you're interested in reading wonderful articles from Vince or myself or anyone else in the City Times media department, go to sdcitytimes.com. The tip-off is coming up next. All right, here we go. We have Alex Crawford. We have Matasalia. And the final is on its way. 3C 2A men's basketball South Regional Final here at Harry West Gym between the SD City Knights and the Hancock Bulldogs. Getting started with Alex Crawford. Goes up with the shot, no good. Rebound, Dexter Stratton. And they're going to call a jump ball, which is going to go to the Bulldogs.
Rebounding is a thing that we're going to be looking at, and Coach Charlins was going to be focused on too. So Stratton pulling down an offensive rebound, pretty good there.
The Bulldogs, Pierre Lewis, now out to Aquino. He's going to start this offense and run it. Over to Santos, now underneath, back to Pierre Luis, going up with the ball, stolen away there at the rebound. Almost looked like a steal. It was more of a rebound, really, from Stratton. Now Kevin Moore with it. The Knights pushing the pace. Stratton in the corner takes the jumper off the side iron, no good.
Yeah, it looked like Bradley double teamed down there low on Pierre Louis that last play, so that could be a strategy for the Knights.
There's Santos, their leading scorer, goes up with the shot, draws the foul from Kevin Moore. On the court for the Knights, their usual starting lineup. KJ Bradley at guard, Kevin Moore, Al Green, Dexter Stratton, and Alex Crawford. Santos with the first shot, sinks it. The first points are on the board here in this game.
Santos, the top scorer for the Bulldogs, 74% free throw shooter.
Second shot's in and out, but rebound. Quick putback, and it is good. That was from Matasalia. Al Green with the ball. Over to Crawford. As we said in the intro, missed the game earlier this year due to injury. It's Green with the ball. Screen from Crawford, 10 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Stratton, who takes the three. No good. Rebound, Bulldogs.
Bit of a slow start for the Knights again, as we've seen a couple times here in the last couple games.
Aquino drove right into the basket, but loses the ball, tipped away by a Knight.
Al Green reaching back around and saving that. It was a nice move by Aquino to get to the hole. That's something that they're going to be doing.
Bulldogs just get the inbound in. Parinello goes up with the shot, blocked down by Green, and now the Knights are going back the other way. Great defense. Al Green gets the ball stripped away. Another good defensive play. Parinello over to Pierre Lewis, who makes an incredible move past Alex Crawford in the air for the lay-in.
The Bulldogs taking it to the hole.
The Knights are starting off a little rough, and the travel called on Alex Crawford, which is going to start putting the pressure on the Knights, now down by 5.
Knights press.
Parinello taking point on this, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bulldogs taking it slow, as was predicted by Charlins. Aquino with the three, in and out, no good. Rebound Crawford. There's gonna be a foul there on Noah Halland. Little grab of the arm off the rebound. Crawford had to grab that rebound with one hand.
Halland is another one of the big men for the Bulldogs. That should be playing a role here.
Screen from Stratton. Bradley on the step back three, in and out. And the Knights are still looking for their first point, 3.5 minutes in. Santos decides against it. Gives it back to Aquino. Quick pass underneath to Harland. Sorry, Halland. And they lose the ball out. Knights ball. Seems to be some issue with Kevin Moore's arm sleeve. KJ Bradley driving quick down the court. pulls it back. He's got space to work. Goes up with a shot, no good. Rebound, Halland. And the Bulldogs are going to push it back the other way, but slow it down once they get across.
Knights are getting good looks at the bucket and just not able to convert so far.
Santos finds an open Pierre Lewis, goes up with the ball and gets the points. That's a 7-0 lead here and a 7-0 run for the Bulldogs. Crawford in the corner on the much smaller Aquino. Almost tips the ball away, but loses it out of bounds. Stays with the Knights. But very strong defense from the Bulldogs on that possession.
Good hustle play also by Aquino to attempt to get that ball after he had poked it away from Crawford.
Bulldogs make a substitution. Jaden Pena in. The Knights do as well. Kevin Love coming in. Or Keave Love coming in for Kevin Moore, and Dylan Cubitt coming in for Dexter Stratton. 5 on the shot clock. Kick out to Love, who takes the 3. Just short. And that's going to stay now, go with the Bulldogs. Jaron Johnson also came in after that last timeout. Johnson now covered by Love, 12 on the shot clock. Gets trapped, goes up with the shot, no good. No foul called, they're letting them play. Only 2 fouls so far in this first half, and a lot of contact.
A lot of contact, and I think a lot of that is because the Hancock is really trying to put it right back down into the hole, dumping it into their posts all the time.
Ran out of time on the shot clock violation on the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs not able to make that entry pass down low and had to try and fire up a shot and couldn't get it on.
KJ Bradley slowing it down, 20 in the shot clock. Still no points here for the Knights. He finds an opening to the basket, but is met by Halland. And now the Bulldogs are going back the other way. There's Milo Santos, rather, with the ball, covered by Alex Crawford.
Yeah, so the game has been playing out kind of as Charlin said. They're really driving the ball. Hancock is really trying to get the ball down low, not really looking for shots outside. The Knights are getting some good looks on their end, but just not able to have anything fall.
Love on Johnson, stolen away by KJ Bradley, who goes up with the lay-in, is unable to get it, and now he gets fouled going to the line to shoot 2. Missed opportunity there for the Knights.
I think KJ was a little worried about the guy coming up behind him, number 3, Santos. But heads up play to recover his own missed layup and then get a foul on the putback.
He's able to make up for the missed lay-in here, shooting 2. Gets the first one and the first points for the Knights this evening. Second shot is good. Perfect 2 for 2. Richardson is in for the Bulldogs now.
Knights putting on their man-to-man press.
Is Johnson taking it up? Covered by Keave Love. Driving to the basket. Gets him stopped in the corner. Kicks it back out. Bad pass. Going all the way back, and that's going to be out of bounds on the Bulldogs. Knights ball. The Knights catching a little break there.
Knights will get the ball underneath. Yeah, I'm not sure we've seen a game where the Knights haven't scored at least a bucket in the first 6 minutes.
Bradley still looking for someone to inbound. It gets Kevin Moore. Now Keave Love. Love goes up with it, and a great left-hand layup in the drive, just getting past Pierre-Louis.
Great move to the bucket. There was a free lane there to get it, and he took it.
Aquino with the ball. Over to Santos, who gets the ball poked away by Keave Love. Now Alex Crawford running down the court. Picks up the ball, but ends up traveling after some very fast defense by the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs got back on that. Alex Crawford just needs to jump stop on that, and could have gotten rid of the ball to his guard too on the side. Second turnover by Crawford.
Crawford comes out. Now Dexter Stratton comes in for him. Aquino with the ball. 14 on the shot clock. Gets it over to Richardson, who throws it down to Pierre-Louis. He's got space, very patient with it, and gets the ball up and in.
I think the Knights are going to be okay if they don't foul in those situations also, because Pierre-Louis seems like he can do whatever he wants if he gets the ball at that level.
KJ Bradley gets swatted underneath the basket after some hard contact.
Wow, that is really hard contact. KJ Bradley got popped quite a bit on that play going to the basket.
He really got bumped going up, and then it was a clean block, but a big bump before it, for sure.
Yeah, well, kind of threw him off there.
Absolutely.
Allan Hancock, 5 turnovers so far, to 3 for the Knights. And Hancock leading in the rebounding department, 9 to 5. But that has to be because the City College is shooting 1 for 10 from the field to start things off. 0 for 3 from 3. Hancock shooting 4 of 8, 50%. It's right about their usual line, and all of those points have been right in the paint. Yep.
The Knights still retain possession as it was off the Bulldogs. 16 on the shot clock. KJ Bradley inbounds it to Dexter Stratton. Gets the ball over to Keave Love. 8 on the shot clock. Love on Pierre-Louis. Almost loses it, gets the ball back. Actually gets the shot off, but is unable to score. Bulldogs get the rebound.
Keave Love looking for that one the whole way.
Tavon Pierre-Louis, never mind, thrown over his head. KJ Bradley rather, with the easy lay-in on the fast break. And 2 quick points for the Knights. Tavon Pierre-Louis, as I was saying before, is a strong player that is definitely commanding his place in the paint so far today. Looking to be a bit of a troublemaker for the Knights on the boards and underneath the basket, just scoring in general.
If they get it to him down low, he seems to be able to make, multiple different moves to try to get the ball up. So he's been very effective down low for Allan Hancock.
And the way the refs have been calling the game, it would be he's being allowed to bang underneath and get his space with physicality. Rebound, the Knights going back the other way now. Al Green with the ball. Covered by Howland. Makes a move to the basket. Left hand up with Stratton off the offensive boards. Great play for Stratton.
Al Green wanted to take his bigger man, Holland, and cleared out the side there, but Holland played pretty good defense to stay in front of him.
Parinello with the ball. Now over to Richardson. Almost loses it, but gathers it back up. Covered by Stratton, driving in on the basket. Makes a move to a fadeaway jumper. Gets the roll and scores. 11-8. The Bulldogs extend their lead here. Okay, Keave Love making moves.
Ooh.
Driving underneath the basket.
Yeah.
It's going to be a push.
Yeah, Keave Love, you just hooked him with the right arm. Yeah, it was...
Cannot hold him off like that when you're making a spin.
Yeah, that hook. I mean, the minute you cup your arm around, the ref should be blowing the whistle, and there you go. That's why that one happened.
You got to be able to make a move. The best way to do it, I've seen players do, is they get their shoulder in. You can kind of hook with your shoulder. You just can't extend your arm. You can't
extend the arm. Yeah, it's definitely a thing that happens, and you can't pull that shoulder down too far because then the refs will call that also.
Bulldogs ball here, up by 3 after the turnover from the Knights, which was their 4th. Richardson with it. Kevin Moore covering him. Down underneath. 7 on the shot clock. Johnson gets the sweet move past Al Green with some good pivot work there.
Yeah, the Knights, the Knights are just not able to stop them once they get the ball down low.
Kevin Moore makes a drive to the basket. Sweet pass to Dexter Stratton. Wow. Unbelievable. He had that kind of down near his waist and just quick little shot underneath. I don't think anyone saw that coming.
In close quarters there, Kevin Moore threaded the needle to Stratton.
And Stratton capitalized with the basket. Pierre-Louis now with the ball covered by Alex Crawford. Using his size, gets him off the ground. And they're going to get a 3 seconds in the key.
Good defense there by Alex Crawford to keep Pierre-Louis in front of him. That seems to be the money position there for Pierre-Louis, and so Alex did a good job keeping him out, making him make an extra move and get that 3 in the key. Something you don't see that often.
9 minutes here in the first half. Knights finds an open Alex Crawford. Ball swatted away. Quick hands from Parinello to get the Bulldogs back the ball. Johnson with it. Kenny Gonzalez making his first appearance here in the game. Playing some tough defense. Finds it underneath to Haaland. Some real aggressive play here from Dexter Stratton. Foul on him. Coach Charlin's keeping your hands up, telling Stratton to keep his hands straight up, but he brought him down a little bit and made contact. Yeah,
when you, the minute you start having your arms at an angle, if the offensive player is smart enough, they're going to go up and just go right into your arms, and you're going to get a foul every time.
Haaland shoots 70%. Gets the first one. The tallest player on the Bulldogs. Second shot is good. Extends the Bulldogs' lead to 5. They're showing some pressure here. Bradley with the ball. Over to Kevin Moore. The
Bulldogs are switching every pick.
Finds an open Bradley, who goes for the pass to Stratton, but it's swatted away, and I think that was Parinello again.
Quick hands. A little bounce pass maybe from Bradley, might have gotten through there, but.
There's Johnson, gets it out. Parinello with the 3. Just short. Rebound Stratton. So far, the Knights have looked good on the boards. That's less of an issue rather than just the points in the paint. Here's Bradley making a cut to the basket. Good move, but gets the ball swatted away and then is able to draw the foul.
Second time that Bradley's recovered his own either block or miss and gotten back up and gotten fouled.
Great heads-up play from the Bulldog that, while even being up in the air, able to make that block after getting pump faked like that.
Yeah, they're definitely collapsing too underneath. So their play in the paint, we're seeing it underneath too on the defensive end too.
Bradley hits the first one. The defense of the Bulldogs has been quite intense and definitely effective so far. The game has been very slow, only 15-11 with 7.5 minutes left remaining in the first half.
This is and that's a score that Hancock will take all the time. They want a low-scoring game and slow.
Looks like the Knights are going to bring out the press to try to speed up the Bulldogs. There's great steal from Bradley, but had to just heave it across court. Wasn't able to get it back to a Knight player. 8 on the shot clock. Slip and slide, and that's going to be a travel on Jackie Parinello. And we're going to get a timeout here on the floor.
So I haven't really seen, on the defensive end for the Knights, they definitely are playing off those players, giving them the shot. And as we've seen, they haven't made it. But if they can get up ahead of steam, the Bulldogs definitely can make it and score underneath, as we're seeing. KJ Bradley, 6 points. Dexter Stratton, 4 for the Knights. Milo Santos, the leading scorer, has only got 1 point for Allan Hancock. Trayvon Pierre-Louis, 6, and then distributed across the flank. But scoring has not really been a big thing so far. Only 12 to 15, as you said, Joe, with 7 minutes left in the half.
And as you said, definitely the type of game Hancock wants to play. As now we have the Knights with the ball. Down by 3. Green with it. Gets it to Love. Around the world to Bradley at the point here. Stratton, miscommunication with Bradley, leaves a wide open backcourt. Santos gets the lay-in. Love almost made a great play there, but unable to get there in time. It's Bradley, screen from Stratton, over to Green. It's going to be a foul here on Matasalia. Pierre-Louis coming in for Jaden Pena. Now Love with it, over to Green. Pierre-Louis on him, he takes the deep 3, very covered. Someone able to get it, but Alex Crawford with the great offensive rebound finds an open KJ Bradley. And he draws the foul with a chance for one more.
Great rebound by Alex Crawford on that. And then the look for his teammate as he was underneath the bucket too far. Found KJ Bradley, and KJ did his thing underneath. he seems to be able to get the ball up no matter who's draped all over him.
Took the contact, no problem. Now he's got a chance for a three-point play. And he cuts the lead to 2. Bradley's free throw shooting has actually been incredible so far today, 5 for 5. Inbound right into Love's hands. There's Bradley with it. Looking for something, Pierre-Louis on him. He has a great crossover with the mid-range jumper. Easy, almost too easy looking there for KJ Bradley.
Well, the Knights cleared the side for Bradley, and so he had his way there with Pierre-Louis.
Parinello going up with it. Is able to draw contact from Al Green.
Just kind of wondering what kind of contact he got there.
His arms are up. Possibly a little bit of a body bump.
That's what the ref was calling. He kind of bumped him with the body. That was on the shot.
But what a crossover from KJ Bradley on that last possession. Well, leaving him all of a sudden all by himself in the paint.
Yeah, that looks to be something that maybe the Knights might be able to exploit, is that if they can clear the side for their guards like Bradley or Al Green, or Keave Love can get to the bucket too. That may be something to do there.
The Knights tying it up for the first time, I think, since 0-0.
I believe so.
Shot from Parinello. 73.2% from the line this season. Gets the first one and shooting 2 to extend the lead. 5:39 remaining here in the first half. And it's been the Bulldogs type of game, but the Knights are hanging in tough. Second shot is off the back iron, no good. Keave Love with the rebound. And Al Green's gonna bring it up. Dennis Kamberoff makes his first appearance today. Love to Bradley, 12 on the shot clock. Makes a move. Sets up a great pivot swing around. Didn't know which way he was going with that. Looked like he was about to do a fadeaway jumper, but instead he pulls it back down.
Bradley does not seem to be afraid of the bigger Pierre-Louis when he's on him, and he's going to try to take advantage of that all the time.
Oh, poked away by Al Green, but nothing went for it. Santos almost loses it out of bounds, now back. Parinello, tight defense with Green, going straight up to the basket, swatted away by Al Green. Get that out of here, is what he is saying.
The ref's warning Al Green about taunting there. I don't know if you saw that, but Al took a look down on the floor at the player, and the ref picked up on that right away and went over and talked to Al.
4 on the shot clock. They're going to have to put it up in a hurry.
No.
Santos with the ball, their leading scorer, shoots it up, no good, and that is going to be a shot clock violation, their second of the half.
Great defensive play there by the Knights. Really tightening up on the Bulldogs and not letting them get that ball down low.
The Knights looking to extend their first lead of the game. Love, Kamberoff, Bradley making a move. Draws a foul there. That's going to be their 6th foul of the game. That was on Aquino.
6 team fouls on the Bulldogs, so 1 more to get the Knights into the bonus.
13 of the Knights' 19 points are from KJ Bradley. Alex Crawford making some moves. Unable to get the basket. Bumping against Hallen. Aquino over to Pierre-Louis. Shoots it over to Hallen. He gets doubled up, but makes a good move to the basket right between the defense.
That was a great entry pass by Pierre-Louis.
Bradley making moves. Step back, jumper, no good. Rebound, Perinello. Aquino with the ball. Kicks it out. Now Pierre-Louis with it, covered by Alex Crawford. Looks like he's trying to get him to jump, drives into the basket, takes the contact, no good. Hallen with the putback, no good. And the ball ends up out of bounds off the Knights.
Hallen making his self heard here, following up on rebounds.
Underneath to Pierre-Louis, who has a good position, but he misses the dunk. And now the Knights have the ball. Green finding space, goes right up with it with the right hand, and it's good. And the Knights take the lead back.
That's the Knights' game, Joe. If the Knights can get to the bucket early before Hancock can set up their defense.
The Knights came into this game, or the Bulldogs rather, came into this game with a clear strategy of no easy baskets from the Knights. Perinello loses the ball. They're going to call a jump ball, and that's going to be Knights' ball. Every possession for the Knights. This may be one of the games that looks like scoring for the Knights might be the hardest it's been. Every possession is dominated by aggressive defense and fast hands.
Hancock is playing some really good defense. And the Knights are not getting any easy buckets unless they can get it before.
And there's your easy bucket.
There we go.
Green to Crawford, 4-2. Crawford going to the line to try to make it 3.
So I'm not sure if Charlin's just called that, but he was emphatic on the last exchange down to Crawford. I thought he was telling him to, really tighten up and get, play harder, but he may have been calling for the lob.
Crawford sinks it. Pierre-Louis driving it up, finds an opening down to Santos, who tries to go for the dunk. Hallen actually does go for the dunk, misses it. Green going back the other way. Knights pushing the pace. Out to Love, decides against the 3. Now the Knights are going to slow it down and set something up. Bradley finds some space, goes up with it, no good. Aquino pushing the pace now for the Bulldogs. Takes the jumper over Kambarov, no good. Rebound Love. And the Knights are going to come back the other way.
Wow, there's a lot of contact on that last play with KJ Bradley going up against Pierre-Louis. This is quite a matchup.
Crawford with the ball, taking a heavy shove there. Kicks it out to Kambarov, who takes the 3, no good. And rebound Johnson. Johnson was given some heavy shoves there to... Yeah,
there was a lot of contact there. And Keave Love, I think, missed an opportunity to grab that rebound. It kind of jumped right in front of him.
4-point lead here for the Knights as everything is kind of opened up here with just 1:15 remaining. Hallen with the ball, covered by Kambarov, but Kambarov unable to handle the much bigger Hallen. Bradley going to slow it down. Screen from Kambarov. Drives right to the basket, loses the ball though, goes up with a shot over Aquino, no good. Pierre-Louis with the rebound.
Wow. Aquino held Bradley's arms down so he couldn't get up and try to get that rebound.
The Knights slowed it down smartly to give themselves at least one more chance, one more possession in this half. Pierre-Louis with the ball, covered by Kambarov. Driving to the basket. That's a matchup they're going to like. They're going to call a foul there on Kambarov.
Yeah, the Knights are just playing straight up man too. I have not seen them coming with any kind of double team. And I have to say, when I've seen Hancock pass the ball, they've had some good interior passing. So I can understand maybe why they're just playing straight up man and not helping at all. But boy, if you give Pierre-Louis some space and a man on man, he's going to take it to the hole.
First shot was good. Second shot to tie the game. No good off the back iron. Bradley with the rebound. The Knights got a chance for last possession. Less than 10 on the game clock. Shot clock is turned off. Screen from Crawford. Bradley with it. Goes up with it, blocked by Pierre-Louis. And they're calling it the half. No score there before it actually touched out of bounds. The clock ran out. So the Knights are going to go into the half 24-23 after trailing by, I want to say, as much as 7.
Much as 7. Well, it was 7-0. It was a 7-0 start to the game before the Knights finally found a way to score. So I think the Knights have done pretty good to kind of climb back into this, but they've got a fight on their hands with Pierre-Louis. Tavon Pierre-Louis. He has been quite a force for them. 7 points. Noah Holland, also another big man, following up. The Bulldogs have really, pulled the ball down in and are really kind of going to what their sweet spot is, at least as far as the scout was from Charlins, that they like to own the paint. Let's give you a few more stats on players, and then we'll look at the team stats. Holland 6. Both Holland and Pierre-Louis pulled down 5 rebounds each, so they're both leading scorer, leading rebounders. Milo Santos, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs over the season, has got 3. Johnson 2. Keen Richardson 2. Matasalia also 2, and Perenillo 1. For the Knights, it was KJ Bradley show there in that half. 13 points, Dexter Stratton 4, Alex Crawford only 3. Alex seemed to be kind of forcing the issue a little bit. Missed a few, a couple turnovers too, traveling turnover, and so that kind of hurt. He's got 3. Keave Love 2, Al Green 2. Lots of potential for Knights scoring that hasn't happened so far. We usually see, for one, Alex Crawford, but also Keave Love and Al Green also. And then with Kevin Moore, no points there. Leading rebounder for the Knights, Dexter Stratton with 3. Keave Love also with 3. Taking a look at some team stats. The Knights are definitely not shooting at their usual field goal clip of 50%. They're shooting 33% from the field for that first half. 9 of 27, 0 of 5 from 3. We have not seen them hit a 3 yet. 6 of 6 from the line. That's great. On the other side of things, Allan Hancock 9 of 24, 37%. So they're not shooting any much better than the Knights, which would bode well for the score here that we've got 1-point ball game. And then they're 0 for 2 from 3 and 5 of 8 from the free throw line. The turnover game, Allan Hancock turned it over 12 times. City turned it over 8. Both similar on points off of turnovers, 10 for the Bulldogs, 11 for the Knights. Rebounding differential, 6 rebounds plus for Hancock so far. They have 21, the Knights have 15. And that seems to be kind of evenly distributed, both offense and defense. The Allan Hancock kind of started off slow on the assist route, but they've pulled up with 5 assists. Knights have 3. 4 blocks for the Knights, 3 for the Hancock, and then about even on steals and fouls. So that all kind of looks like a 24-23 score there, Joe?
The Knights are definitely missing their opportunities, having 3 more shot attempts and a worse shooting percentage from the field. And not able to get a 3 is definitely a big deal. Now, something that I feel like I've seen a lot in this game so far is I feel the Knights are having trouble with Allan Hancock players there. They have very fast hands. Yeah,
they seem to be a very good defensive team. They steal the ball 8 times a game over the season. To the Knights 10 steals per game, but yeah, seen a lot of quick hands. They're playing pretty much a kind of a straight-up defense. Although we were seeing them when the Knights have pulled it out, a lot of switching. And Charlin's mentioned that that's what he was seeing from them. They switch the ball a lot, switch on defense. So, and the Knights have just not been able to kind of turn the corner and get to the basket all that much. Low-scoring game is, really what the Bulldogs want. So they've kind of been dictating that so far. Fast break points, both teams are even. The City is doing good, kind of trying to pick up some of the offensive rebounds. Got 7 second chance points to Allan Hancock's 2. But a 24-23 score is way low, especially for the Knights. The Knights score 85 points a game. And scoring 24 is way, way below their average.
The Knights are also losing a lot on the bench. 10 points for the Bulldogs, 2 points for the Knights. I do remember discussing how Alex Crawford was starting out in the game. It seemed to me that there was definitely some confidence in him. He was being covered by Aquino, the much smaller at 5'7", to his 6'8", and it was almost like an opportunity he had, but then Aquino just poked the ball out, and that's all that he can do. But it seemed like it took Crawford by surprise, and so he that was a turnover early in this game, and it kind of set the tone for how quick their defense was going to be. And even when the Knights pushed the pace, their defense is there. Not like we've seen many teams play against the Knights in this.
Yeah, another point there. I think that's a really good point, Joe. The Knights seem to maybe have, when they have those kind of height advantages, they're not taking advantage of that and dumping it into the post. Not a lot of post ups, either high or low, from Alex Crawford or Dexter Stratton. Mostly it's been a high ball screen kind of offense, and then second chance points. So that seems to be the game that Hancock wants to play. So it'll be interesting to see how the Knights come out in the second half, and if they can speed things up a little bit and get to the hole a little more. But really, their shooting is need to, the Knights are averaging 7 threes a game. They have none so far. So that's going to be that's partly where that scoring is, and then just strictly just making some of those. There's a lot of shots that just kind of missed. KJ Bradley, missed a layup. Got his own back and got some free throws on it. But those ones like that, you got to get those. Those got to kind of fall if you're going to be at this level and make it to the next one.
Absolutely. If you are interested in reading anything more about and following more news about the SD City Knights, go to sdcitytimes.com. We're going to take a little break here, and we'll be back for the second half of this regional final. Okay, we are back. Allan Hancock is going to start with the ball. As the inbound in the second half of the regional final is underway. The winner gets their bid and stamps their ticket to go to the Elite Eight at Mount San Antonio, stolen away by Al Green. Knights starting off strong here in this second half. Bradley with the ball. Over to Crawford, 15 on the shot clock. Down underneath to Stratton, stolen away now here by, was poked away by Parinello.
Yeah, Crawford with another turnover there also. Just a kind of a weak pass into Stratton. We were talking about earlier about getting some post moves down there, and that looked like a good post move, but not a good post pass.
Pierre-Louis kicks it out. Parinello, or Santos rather, then around the horn. That's Parinello with the three, and he sinks it. And the Bulldogs take the lead, 26-24.
We have our first three of the game, Joe, coming a minute into the second half.
It's Bradley over to Green. Less than 20 on the shot clock. Making moves, up with the ball. Sweet moves, left hand spin there from Al Green.
Yeah, again, when Green has been able to kind of snake his way in there, he's been very effective.
Pierre-Louis screen, one-on-one with Dexter Stratton, making some moves. Good spin, but loses his footing. It looks like he might have twisted his ankle a little bit there. Green down to Stratton, who goes up with it, draws the foul. That was going to be on Metasalia.
Strong move by Dexter Stratton to actually get the ball up. He was way underneath the basket there. Dish off from Al Green.
Stratton shooting two. The miss there from the 71% free throw shooter. That's going to be the Knights' first free throw miss of the game. Rolls in the second one. Regaining the lead for the Knights.
And here's the trap press.
Keno with the ball, takes the jumper. Off the front iron, no good. Tipped away by Halland, and Santos recovers. Second chance opportunity here for the Bulldogs. Clock is stopped. Not sure what that was for.
Knights had an opportunity there, and Holland really making a presence here in the game. Got his hand on the ball, tapped it away back to his teammates.
Parinello with the ball, covered by Kevin Moore. Almost lifting his pivot foot there, but is able to recover. Pierre-Louis underneath, double team, makes a good move and tips the ball back in. I don't know if it was Holland or Pierre-Louis, but points are points.
Second time I've seen that going down and double teaming Pierre-Louis, so it looks like that's a little bit of an adjustment that was made at halftime by Charlins.
KJ Bradley loses the ball after a pretty bizarre tip there that bounced off the ref. Pierre-Louis drives the basket and draws the foul from Al Green. He's going to go to the line to shoot too.
Yeah, that ball looked like it hit the ref to stay in bounds. And then you know, was in bounds.
If the ref is standing out of bounds, but it bounces off the ref, is that in bounds or out of bounds?
No, I would think that would be out of bounds. So, yeah, that's a good point. I don't recall seeing if the ref was in bounds. He must have been in bounds because I'm pretty sure it hit him.
Pierre-Louis sinks the first one. Only a 57% shooter on the season. And gets the second one.
Shooting 75%, 3 for 4 from the line. Kevon Pierre-Louis.
3-point lead now for the Bulldogs. KJ Bradley with it.
Seems to be the point of that press is to just keep the Knights from taking it up the middle right off the bat, slowing the Knights down a little bit by just making them go up the side.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Dexter Stratton with the ball. Out to Green, screen from Stratton. Green's got to put it up, he does, and sinks it. A couple more points for Al Green, who's had a couple good shots here in the second half.
Nice leaner. Late in the shot clock, too.
Allan Hancock setting up their offense. They're going to call that foul on Al Green.
That poke away came so quick, it was hard to tell, you know, where the contact was, but the ref was right on top of that, and Al got his hand caught in the cookie jar.
Santos with the inbound. Johnson with it. Back to Santos, who's been very quiet so far today. Hallen gets fouled there by Dexter Stratton. Kind of hooked his shoulder. And Cubit's going to come in.
Yeah, that looked like a pretty intentional foul by Stratton. Al Green, 3 personal fouls. So Keave Love is going to be doing some work, it looks like, this half, with Al Green now out of the ball game with 3 fouls.
Down underneath, looking for Pierre Louis, but Dylan Cubit taps it out. 16 on the shot clock. Gonna stay with the Bulldogs. Santos with the inbound, finds Pierre Louis. Gets both Crawford and Cubit to jump. And is able to score the easy bucket.
Knights are lucky they didn't get a foul on that one too, because it looked like there was some contact, but refs don't look like they're gonna call too many of those.
There's KJ Bradley with the ball. 13 on the shot clock. Kevin Moore takes the 3. Good move from Moore. Good shot from him. 3 points for the Knights. And that ties it back up at 32.
First 3 for the Knights coming here at 15:44 in the second half.
There's an inbound. There's Perinello driving in down to Hallen, who's making moves on Cubit. Strong defense, but a stronger put up from Hallen. Gets the basket off the one-hander.
Continuing that, the Bulldogs continuing if they can get it down low. 2 posts there.
Just Moore picks up his dribble, gets it over to Love. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Love kicks it out to Alex Crawford, who takes the corner 3. It's good. If the Knights can continue to trade 3s for 2, well, we can all do that math. .20 on the shot clock here. Bulldogs setting up. Johnson with the ball, covered by Love. Gets it over to Pierre Louis. Love cheating over to that side. Not making a move. Love jumps on it. Here we go. Kicks it way out to Perinello across court. No good, short. Bradley with the rebound. Moore going up with it. Gets the foul and the bucket. Kevin Moore with a little 3-pointer earlier on. And a 3-point play there.
Great outlet pass by KJ Bradley to get the ball to Moore, and Moore just kind of weaving in and getting to the hole, taking contact and finishing.
It was a wonderful, what we've come to see from the Knights, a wonderful play, pushing the pace, long outlet pass from Bradley. And a nice finish by Moore, or we've seen it before, Crawford, Love, Green, sometimes Bradley himself. Moore extends the lead to 4 there. Now the Knights in a bit of command here. Perinello with the ball, covered by Love. stolen, poked away. Crawford pushing it the other way. We got Moore and Crawford working together. Goes up for the dunk, but he is fouled. That was a hard follow from Matasalia, and he looks like he doesn't agree with the call.
Wow, he got a lot of ball on that dunk, but you could tell he also hit him hard body-wise. Kevin Moore exerting himself. No, that's not the right word. Really putting himself into the action here in the second half. .85% free throw shooter. You don't want to see him missing here.
The Knights looks like they've been able to do a little bit of what they do best, pushing the pace and getting fast break points, easy buckets.
And some of the other Knights contributing here, other than KJ Bradley. KJ also contributing in other ways. But Kevin Moore, Al Green, Alex Crawford, we've seen a couple threes that from the Knights. So those are plus signs. But a 4-point lead for the Knights. And the foul situation is pretty good. At least it's evened up here at 3-3.
The Knights can put up points in a hurry, and so far of what we've seen from Allan Hancock, they're not the type of team to score quickly and score repeatedly. They set up their offense and they score in a slower pace. So if the Knights can get some sort of sustained lead, 8 to 10 points or something along those lines, that could be a game ender here for.
Well, it's very interesting
Bulldogs.
that it took the entire first half for Charlins to then make that change to when the ball was going down low to Pierre-Louis. We've seen it a couple times where Knights have come and double teamed him. And that seems like something that would have been an obvious move in the first half.
Moore taking the second shot, gets this one, extends the lead to 5. Bulldogs are bringing in Richardson.
First time seeing Kenny Gonzalez this evening.
Played a little bit earlier.
Did he play it? Did he get in? Thanks, Joe.
There's Santos with the ball. Johnson covered by Crawford, 15 on the shot clock. Making a drive to the basket, looking to get underneath the hoop. Allen with the ball, goes up with it, off the glass, no good. Alex Crawford gets it. And now Kevin Moore with the ball, driving straight into the Bulldogs defense. Cubitt going hard for that second chance dunk.
I like to see the action there on the follows like that, but Kevin Moore, again, asserting himself. That's what I was looking for. Asserting himself here in the second half. Again, getting to the bucket.
And getting to the line once again. Third time at the line in the past couple minutes. Sinks the first one. Continuing to extend this lead here. The second shot for Moore is good. Bradley's coming in, and it looks like they're going to take, Charlin's going to take Kevin Moore out. And the press continues from the Knights, but just seems to be something to kind of keep them honest. Johnson with the ball, now underneath to Pierre-Louis, who's doubled up by Love and Crawford. Richardson takes the 3, air ball, no good.
That's some good defense by the Knights to force that. The double team on Pierre-Louis when he got the ball in the paint again that time.
Right now is a good opportunity for the Knights defense with Halland not in and only Pierre-Louis, who has been quite effective underneath.
Yeah, Halland has gotten his 4th foul, so that could be a factor.
There's Love doing work here, driving into the basket, finds Cubitt underneath, gets blocked away. It's going to stay here with the Knights. Cubitt looking for a foul.
Jaden Pena with a good block there underneath.
Bound to Crawford.
Oh.
Crawford called with the travel. Did a little too much spinning before he took his first dribble.
Alex Crawford. I think that's his 5th turnover of the game.
Here's Santos, still having trouble getting going. Almost gets it poked away by Kenny Gonzalez. Pena with the ball, now Richardson. Back to Santos, 10 on the shot clock. Screen from Pena, calls it away. Santos one-on-one with Kenny Gonzalez. Cubitt comes over, and they're gonna call a foul on Gonzalez.
Yeah, Santos, their leading scorer, 17.6, first team WSC North. Only has 3 points, so the Knights have done a good job shutting him down.
Santos sinks the first one. Yeah, their leading scorer, and as you said, that's going to be just his 4th point with 11:57 remaining in second half. The factor has been what Charlins was concerned it would be, which is points in the paint, rebounds, slowing the game down. He misses the second one. Kevin Moore with the rebound, who is back in. Knights up by 6. Moore takes the 3, air ball, but it actually goes right to Stratton. And now Bradley takes the 3. Off the back iron, no good. Pierre-Louis with the rebound. Johnson with it now.
Sorry.
To Pena. Making moves, looking to post up here on Stratton. Loses the ball, gets it back. Still him and Stratton fighting for it. And he gets the soft roll off the front iron.
That was a hard-fought bucket by Pena.
4-point lead now for the Knights. Bradley covered by Richardson, 15 on the shot clock. Trying to drive in the basket, finds a wide open Stratton who's unable to capitalize on it. He looks frustrated, looking for a foul there.
Tried to put it up with his left, but missed. And
that play is having an issue because Bradley just limped off the court, and they still only have 4. They're trying to get, it looked like they were trying to get an injury timeout from the ref. But instead they had to use one of their own timeouts to stop it. They had a 4-on-5 on that last offensive possession, and KJ Bradley is limping on the sideline and looks very frustrated.
Yeah, Charlin's having a discussion with the ref about whether he has to use that timeout or the ref. KJ Bradley is definitely walking into the locker room.
And Green is going to come in for him now. So 2-point lead here for the Knights, getting the lead slipping away a bit here. And there was a lot of confusion there on that last possession.
Yeah, there was. Hancock making a run here. a lead that was 7, 8 points. Now down to 2.
And it looks like they're going to have to continue here without KJ, at least for a period of time, as he limped to the locker room. Now we have Keave Love and Al Green in the backcourt for the Knights. Green with 3 fouls. Down to Stratton, who goes up with it and gets the ball swatted away. It's going to stay with the Knights. 8 seconds on the shot clock. And he continues to look frustrated that he believes he should be fouled in the past couple possessions there.
That was good defense by Hancock. Both those guys went just straight up. 8 on the shot clock here.
There's more, goes in with the jam right down the center of the paint. Wow, Kevin Moore has shown up here in the second half.
Yeah, if he can get a head of steam up, and boy, he saw his lane there.
And there's the 4th foul on Al Green. He tried to take the charge. He may have been in the restricted area.
Yeah, I think that what happened was that Al moved just a bit there before the contact.
It's just sliding.
Just slid. Yeah, just slid. It was a really good thought, and it would have been a really good move, but he, and that's...
It's not what you want to see. The coach was still talking to Green. And he misses the free throw, but rebound here. Pierre-Louis stolen away by Green. Poked away there by Hancock, but that's going to stay with the Knights. Kenny Gonzalez and Dylan Cubert are going to come in, taking out Stratton and Green, who has his 4th. 9:19 remaining. Knights up by 2 here.
Looks like we're seeing a little bit of a zone here from Hancock.
Gonzalez going underneath through the basket, turns around, takes the jumper, gets the nice touch off the back iron. And the Knights extend their lead to 4. Now with Green, they're in foul trouble. KJ Bradley in the locker room, their backcourt is going to be tested here. Underneath, thrown up there by Masadalia and out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bulldogs.
Kenny Gonzalez is going to be getting a lot of playing time in this last 8 minutes. KJ Bradley has still not come out of the locker room.
It's Pierre-Louis backing into the 2 big men of the Knights, and they're going to call the foul on Alex Crawford, sending the forward to the line. Shooting 2.
That's the 2nd foul on Cubit.
Oh, it was on Cubit.
Yeah,
there.
he called that one on Cubit.
Could have been a little contact on the other side. Pierre-Louis was between the both of us. Couldn't see what was going on over there.
I'm not sure how Pierre-Louis got between them to get that bucket up, because there was either 2 or 3 Knights right there on him.
Pierre-Louis hits both. 16 points here today for him.
Bulldogs keeping the game close.
Kenny Gonzalez over to Keave Love. Love with it, gets him to jump, wide open, no good. Cubit with the tip, no good. Missed opportunity for the Knights.
And there's an irritating
beeping sound
here.
Coming from somewhere, not sure what it is. Poked away by Dylan Cubit, recovered by Love, pushing the pace down the other way. The beeping sound stops. And that's going to be a foul on Pierre-Louis. That is his first.
That is hard to believe that's his first foul, but he's played a clean game. Dominant game. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists.
Kenny Gonzalez with the ball over to Love. Knights setting something up by 2 with 7:37 remaining. Alex Crawford with the ball. Driving to the basket. Gets the right-hand layup off, but is unable to just get it up over the rim.
And Hancock is, definitely is not scared of Alex with the ball, because they're not sending doubles at all.
There's Parinello almost loses it, but is able to recover. Over to Johnson, down underneath to Pierre-Louis, across to Masadalia, who gets it wrestled away from him by Dylan Cubitt. Sorry, Matasalia, rather. Love screen from Crawford. Driving into the basket, into the zone, takes the shot, no good. Cubitt can't get the rebound. Knights' 2-point lead stays the same. Santos going back the other way on Moore, and he gets a tough shot in. And that's going to be a timeout there for the Bulldogs.
Bulldog timeout. Back to tied game.
45-45, 6:35 remaining here.
Yeah, the Knights have not found a way to just stop them there. And if Santos, he's their top scorer, and if he gets hot. Let's see, who do we got? We got Matasalia and Holland for the Bulldogs with 4 fouls each. Jaron Johnson 2 on the San Diego City side. Al Green with 4, Dexter Stratton with 2, Dylan Cubitt with 2. So only Al Green really there in trouble. But KJ Bradley still missing. Still missing from the game. And still, he's limping on the sidelines. He does not look like he is getting ready to come into the game.
Frustrating night for KJ Bradley after all the points he scored in the first half.
Yeah.
Keep the Knights in this game after they were down by 7 just to open. Now it's 45-45. Love with the ball. Over to Moore. Gonzalez, who's going to drive into the basket, goes up with it and gets the nice roll around the rim to score.
Beautiful jump stop when he got there in the key and elevated. Got the ball in. Timely bucket. They needed that bucket to kind of stem the flow.
Under 6 remaining in this game. Johnson down to Pierre-Louis. It's been working. Covered by Cubitt, making his move to the basket, and they're going to call him for the travel. And that was a good swing there. 2 points and the turnover. There's Love with the ball now.
A lot of dribbling on the outside here. A lot of one-on-one play by the Knights. No real action. That's
Gonzalez takes the mid-range jumper just short. Pierre-Louis with the rebound. And the Knights come up empty.
Yeah, the Knights offense really seems to be 5 out and a lot of dribbling.
There's Santos, loses the ball, scooped up by Gonzalez, and they're going to call a jump ball. That's going to be possession arrow the Knights. So the Knights get another stop on defense, hold their 2-point lead with 5:05 remaining. Al Green is going to come back in.
Yeah,
and
so
he's going to come in. Actually, he's going to come in for Cubitt. So the Knights are going to go a little smaller here, leaving Gonzalez and Green and Moore in the game, and Love as well. There's Green out to Gonzalez, who decides against taking the 3, back to Love.
I don't know why Al Green didn't take the ball to the hole there.
There's Love going up with it, unable to get a good shot. Quick push here from the Bulldogs, turnaround jumper, and then the putback from Matasalia.
He had great position there. That was an easy putback. Tie the game up again.
Green goes into the basket with the left hand, gets his own rebound, goes up with it again, gets it blocked away and stolen by Matasalia. He's made a couple strong plays here in the last couple minutes. Down to 4 minutes remaining. Pierre-Louis, Kevin Moore on him. Johnson finds some space, goes up with it, gets it over Crawford, and the Bulldogs take the lead. Perinello comes in to poke the ball away, and it looks like KJ Bradley is back on the bench.
He sure looks like he's favoring that foot as he's walking around, but there's only 3 minutes and 43 seconds left in the season for one of these two teams. And so you're going to play if you can, and it looks like KJ Bradley is going to be back in. So I have to say, Joe, yeah, I've been seeing the Knights offense really kind of not a lot of player movement. No, not a lot of setting screens. Finally saw kind of a high ball screen come up for Al Green, and him take it when he, but he, kind of dished the ball off. So not seeing a lot of that kind of action from the Knights, and definitely nothing, no post play down low. Luckily, they've done pretty good against Pierre-Louis this half.
Once again, what's at stake in this game is a final spot in the Elite 8 in the state championship, in the 3C 2A men's basketball California state championship.
Yep, the Knights were in this position last year, playing for a spot in the Elite 8, although they were away. And now on the home court,
Bradley comes in for Gonzalez. It's on the court right now. You have KJ Bradley, Al Green, Kevin Moore, Keave Love, and Alex Crawford.
So there must be some sort of a clock issue.
And on here for Moore. Knights down by 2. Green to Love.
The Knights,
there's a screen from Crawford. Green goes up with the layup and draws the foul, going to send him to the line. That's going to be on, is that on Matasalia, which would be his 5th.
So Alex Crawford then coming up, setting a high screen to kind of loosen up Al Green. The Knights, the Knights have had in the past a mid-range game, but they seem to not want to make an entry pass into the free throw line area. The Hancock is, kind of given that to them, but no one is taking it. With a small lineup, lots of guards on the outside. Maybe the Knights just don't feel like they can do that, but
First shot from Green is no good. That's the end of Latasalia's night after a couple of good plays here down the stretch. Green with the second one pulls the Knights within one. The Knights are going to have to dig in deep here now. Down by one with almost 3 minutes remaining. Johnson with the ball, 13 on the shot clock. Goes underneath the basket. And they're going to call a foul on Love.
Wow, there was a lot of foot dragging on that one.
You could hear it.
Kiave Love played him good defense down there. I guess maybe just a bump on that.
Dylan Cubitt, he's walking around. I didn't know if he was going to come back in. 1-1 here for the Bulldogs. First shot is good. Gives them the 2-point lead. Tension's starting to rise here for the Knights. 3:02 remaining. Second shot from Jaron Johnson. Off the back iron, no good. Tipped by Pierre-Louis, but recovered by Kiave Love. Knights down by 2 with the ball. Love making work underneath. Throws it over to Moore, who saves it before it goes out of bounds, incredibly. Green with the ball. Underneath to Crawford. Crawford and Holland underneath. Goes up with it, draws the foul.
And that's it for Holland. If that's a foul on him, yep, that's his.
So now they're going to have to go to, I'm assuming, Pena.
The shooting woes for the Knights again. You know, that's a bucket that's a shot that, you know, Alex Crawford can make and get that foul.
Although it looks like Holland's staying in, unless the stats we've been given are.
No, they're just taking their. Yeah,
there it is. Now Pena's going to come in here for Holland. It looks like Bradley's back out. When he was on the court, he didn't seem to do too much. We'll see how that goes. It looks like the pain he's suffering is in the calf as he's rolling it out right now on the sideline. So
they're probably going to sub him back in on the offense. So we may see a little defense for offense.
As Crawford sinks the first one, can tie it here with the second shot. So now with a couple of the big men from the Bulldogs off the court for the rest of the game. Now just Pierre-Louis and Jaden Pena.
Here comes the trap.
Now under 2.5, 50-50. Pierre-Louis with the ball, back to Perinello. Now Aquino back on the court. Looks like they're going to give it to Perinello to set up the offense. They're taking their time. Back across court, he takes the three. No good. And that's going to be a foul on Kiave Love. A little surprised about that. I didn't think you could box out someone so hard that they fly up onto your back and that would count as a foul.
Well, yeah, he was, as he raised up, Kiave Love was still moving. And so he came up under him. You know, sometimes they'll even call that flagrant too.
1-1 here. First shot, no good. Rebound Love. That's going to be his third foul of the evening, so he's getting into foul trouble here now. There's Green with the ball over to Crawford. Still tied 50-50. Crawford putting in moves on Holland. Wide open Green underneath the basket. Gets the score and takes the lead. Minute 47 left.
Great pass by Alec Crawford.
Bulldogs are going to take it slow here still.
Lots of time on the clock, Joe.
Looked like there might have been an opportunity as the Knights were kind of slow to get back on defense. The crowd is getting into it. Under a minute 30 remaining. Pierre-Louis with the ball, covered by Moore, takes the three. Off the back iron, no good. Crawford unable to gather it. Santos with the putback. After some very, that was an interesting tip around there. Tipped by Crawford, kind of held up by, was that Pena there, and then ends up in the hands of Santos.
Yeah, not able to, when there was at least 4 Knights there with access to the ball and not able to control that, allowing them to get an offensive rebound. And the putback to tie the game.
It was a crucial moment there. It was Pena and Crawford fighting over that, and then it just landed into the hands of Santos, who put it up off the glass. And as the season hangs in the balance, minute 13, tie score 52-52. 8 fouls for the Knights, 7 fouls for the Bulldogs, both in the bonus.
Al Green really the only person in foul trouble for the Knights.
KJ Bradley back on the court now. Over to Moore. Screen from Crawford. Moore looking for something, drives into the basket, gets it slapped away by Pierre-Louis, who recovers the ball as well. Another strong defensive stand for the Bulldogs, and now it's the Knights' turn to stop and keep this score even. Pierre-Louis, covered by Crawford, loses the ball, stolen away by Kiave Love. They're pushing the pace. Bradley with it, over to Green. Goes up with the layup, gets the foul, and they're gonna send Green to the line with a chance to take the lead with 20 seconds remaining.
Well, I really thought Green was gonna take a three shot, but he made the right move and took it to the hole. Some of the biggest free throws probably in Al Green's career here tonight. 76% free throw shooter.
There's a big collision on the court right before Green went up with it, and the Bulldogs coach was looking for some sort of foul. I think it was Love and a Bulldog involved in that bump. Green sinks the first one to take the lead. If you're the Bulldogs here, Vince, do you take it one shot, 20 seconds?
No, you're not going to do that, Joe. But you're going to probably, what you're going to do is you're going to try to get it down. You're going to, we know who's going to get this ball, and it's got to be Pierre-Louis. But he's probably going to make his move, at the 7-second, 6-second mark. So it gives them enough time to crash the boards if he misses it. Try for a putback. But the big one right here is Al Green's free throw. What you don't want to do, although, in most cases, what you wouldn't want to do is you wouldn't want to give up a three here. But for the Knights, it's not a bad bet to, really collapse down on Pierre-Louis, because he's going to get the ball. He's probably going to get the ball out on the wing or kind of up top, and then deal. The Knights are going to have to play some good defense, but first Al Green needs to get this free throw.
Of course, the strategy would be quite different depending on whether it's a 1-point lead or a 2-point lead, pending the free throw.
Well, we're just not, this is not going to be a case where the Bulldogs are going to rely on anybody shooting outside, I would imagine.
Green takes the shot, gets the shot. 2-point lead here for the Knights, 20 seconds remaining. They're going to show the press, make him take it up slowly.
Slow him down.
15 remaining. Santos with the ball. As you said, he probably will be looking for Pierre-Louis. 6 on the shot on the clock, 5 on the clock. Santos goes up with the shot off the back iron, no good. Gets the putback. And that's going to be a timeout here for the Knights with 1.3 remaining.
Yeah, Santos. So Santos was the guy to go to it. He has not had a leading scorer type game, but they went with him, and the Knights just could not get the offensive rebound on that miss. Santos gets his own rebound and gets the bucket.
And this is going to be it here, assuming it's either going to be a Knights win in regulation or an overtime game.
So unlike the pros, a timeout like this does not get the ball set up anywhere near here. After a made bucket, the ball's going to be back down there, so the Knights are going to have a long. So the real key for the Knights here is to get the ball in bounds.
Could be looking for a sort of Christian Leitner full-court bomb from the.
But you want to make sure you've got a Knight that's going to be touching that ball, because you don't want the ball to just go out of bounds, because then it would come back down to this end for the Bulldogs.
It looks like they're going to entrust Kevin Moore on the inbound, and none of their players are going to be on the right side of half court. Kevin Moore, Love, and Crawford are inside across the ball. Deep throw to Crawford, who gets it, takes the shot. No good, just short. And we are going into overtime.
Well, Joe, I have to give it to you. That was about as close to a Christian Leitner moment. That's about as close to a Christian Leitner moment as I thought we would be getting with Alex Crawford receiving that ball a bit off balance on the right side of the key, but having enough to turn around and get a look at it, but just short, and we've got some free basketball tonight.
I'm not sure. I wonder if, well, we're not sure what he said, but maybe Charlin's brought up Christian Leitner on that. Or maybe these young fellows might be a little too young for Christian Leitner references.
You're waxing poetic here. I think it was very interesting, though, that they went with that. In a lot of cases, you'd probably just try and get the ball in bounds, take a half court shot, try to get something with a runner heading toward the bucket. But that was a good move. Alex rose up, got the ball, had a look at it, and we're into overtime.
In a situation like that, that's about as much as you can hope for too, with a full court bomb. Just an opportunity at a shot with 1.3 seconds left.
Yeah. Offensive rebounds, 15 for Allan Hancock and 10 for San Diego City. None more important than that one by Milo Santos to get his miss and put the ball back up with 1 second left on the clock.
The tip is going to be between Pierre-Louis and Alex Crawford. I can't remember who actually did the tip early on for the opener. The Knights win the tip. starting here in overtime with a spot in the Elite Eight on the line. Crawford to Green. Green underneath, Pierre-Louis on him, makes a good move, gets him off his feet, and scores the first points here in the overtime period.
Nice job by Al Green to switch hands and go with his right hand for that after Pierre-Louis was on him.
Green almost gets caught up there with Perinello, who gets the layup off and scores. Unbelievable.
What a bucket by Perinello to just kind of weave through there.
This is our first overtime game we've been casting. First overtime game here at Harry West Gym. There's Green going up with it, and he draws the foul. It's going to be on Perinello. Green at the line to shoot 2.
Boy, Green has had some crucial free throws in this game.
First shot is good. Taking the lead back here. Sinks the second one as well.
5 for 6 from the line for Green tonight. Crucial.
It's 14 points for him.
So substituting out Bradley on these defensive possessions here. Kenny Gonzalez back in the game.
Well, I must say, on offense, it looks like Bradley's a bit more of a bit of a decoy so far. Haven't seen him really handle the ball too much. Aquino going up, stops his dribble at the free throw line, goes up with a layup, no good. Rebound by Johnson, gets it back into Santos.
Another key offensive rebound by the Bulldogs.
Offensive rebounds have been a weakness for the Knights in this game.
Well, and at critical times, too. There's somebody.
Perinello goes up with a layup and almost gets another one. Pierre-Louis gets the rebound and goes up hard with it. Draws the foul on Alex Crawford.
Wow. The ref did not swallow his whistle on that one. That was again another offensive rebound for Allan Hancock.
The leading scorer at the line here in overtime to shoot 2, 5 for 7 so far. Gets the first one. Has a chance to tie it up here. Looks like Bradley is going to come back in for Gonzalez, as he has been doing. Second shot from Pierre-Louis. Off the back iron, long. Green with the rebound, and the Knights hold on to their lead with 3:20 remaining. Crawford with it, covered by Pierre-Louis. There's Bradley wide open for 3, no good. Unable to capitalize. And now we have Bradley on defense here.
KJ Bradley with no 3-pointers in this game. The Knights only 2 for the entire game.
Perinello's been their primary ball handler. Here's Santos. 9 on the shot clock.
They're going to clear it for Santos here.
Santos on Green. Crawford underneath to help, but he gets past Green and
Green
gets the land.
Yeah, Green not wanting to get that 5th foul. Now Hancock up 1.
Crawford on Pierre-Louis, makes a spin and gets hacked on the arms. Going up with the shot, is that going to send him to the line? It will, regardless.
Pierre-Louis in good shape foul-wise. That's only his 2nd foul.
Crawford to shoot 2.
72% free throw shooter.
No good on the first one. He's got an opportunity to tie it here. Gonzalez back in, Bradley out. Past the halfway point here in the overtime period. Crawford gets the second one, ties the score back up at 59. The Knights, Chiave Love here on Perinello. Tipped away there by Alex Crawford, who saves it, gets it over to Kevin Moore just through his hands, but Green recovers it. Euro step for Green is no good. Rolls in and out of the basket, and it's back to the Bulldogs.
Wow. Knights got lucky there. Alex Crawford almost threw the ball away, but
Perinello handling the ball here. Over to Johnson. Underneath to Pierre-Louis. Tipped away by Alex Crawford again. And now Green has it, and the Knights have an opportunity to take the lead. Screen from Crawford. Green has been the primary ball handler ever since Bradley has been hurt. Green making moves, kicks it out to Crawford. 4-3. Good! And just like that, the Knights have a 3-point lead. Timeout with 1:15 remaining in this regional final. Crawford not missing the opportunity.
And Green with a nice taking it in, getting the contact from the players and getting it back out to Crawford for a step back three.
Green took the punishment there on that drive. I want to say 3 players ended up on the ground.
On the ground, and but he did get it out there, and Alex converted in a timely 3 here. Only the 3rd of the game for the Knights. Alex Crawford with 2 of those 3-point plays.
One of their tallest players, their center, doing the tip-offs and hitting the 3s. Traditionally not how it goes, but
no.
If it gives you a 3-point lead in the playoffs, I don't think anyone's complaining.
No. Yeah, the Knights, both teams from 3. Hancock 1 for 7, Knights 3 for 11. Just a unbelievable shooting, unbelievably bad shooting night for the Knights. 36% from the field.
If you don't look at the points and the field goal percentage, you'd think the Knights would be cruising to a victory, dominating from the free throw line with 7 more free throws made and 12 more takeaways than
23 turnovers for Allan Hancock, 11 for City. Here we go.
Now the ball is in the Bulldogs' court. Santos with it. We saw this as the point to try to tie it up, and he goes up with the ball and draws the foul. And that's going to be on Love, and it's going to send him to 4 fouls and put a little pressure on Chiave Love to be in foul trouble. 2 free throws here from Santos. First shot is no good, and that is a major hit for the Bulldogs' chances in this game. One more shot here, though, to pull it within 2. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Pierre-Louis, misses it, gets a second rebound, and scores the 2 points anyway.
Pierre-Louis everywhere.
The Knights once again giving up not only 1 offensive rebound in a crucial situation, but 2 offensive rebounds. KJ Bradley with the ball now. Over to Crawford. Crawford and Pierre-Louis fighting underneath. Loses the ball, gets it back, gets it to Bradley, who's in the corner, almost stepping out of bounds. Goes up with the shot off the front iron, no good. Tapped away. Aquino running back the other way with 25 seconds left. He finds an open Johnson, goes up for the layup, no good. Santos unable to corral it. No fouls called. Knights ball. up by 1 with 15. The foul's got to be coming soon, and there they are. And that's going to send Al Green to the line. Santos is upset that there was no foul called. There was a scramble over there.
There was a ton of contact on that, but I think the refs know when you're in this crucial time right here. Not enough to have them blow the whistle.
Now Green has the opportunity to put the Knights up by 3 with 13 seconds remaining. A three-pointer then in that case would send it into a second overtime.
Wow, again, offensive rebounds for Allan Hancock has kept them in this game, 19 to 10. They have a +9 on the offensive rebounds, and those have been just critical here to give them a chance to be in this game. He almost had it again there, but Al Green was able to get that ball back and take it down, and then forced Allan Hancock to foul. So Al Green going to the line. He's 5 for 6 so far tonight from the line, leading scorer with 15 points.
What a game here. This game has not disappointed. Regional final, and it is living up to it. Al Green to the line, and as you said before, 2 of his biggest free throws of his career, and I think we're going to ratchet it up to 11 now for this one.
Yep.
These are the 2 biggest free throws of his career. First shot is good. One more here. The Knights are going with the lineup they've been using. Gets the second one. And now the Knights are in a very strong position here. Cannot give up the 3 or a 2-point opportunity.
So here you go. What are the coaches talking about right now, Joe? Here's what I think the coaches are talking about. And it all depends on if they practice this. Do you foul Allan Hancock and put him on the line here? Instead of giving them a shot at a 3, do you foul him early?
It is very much so a question. Do you just foul them right away? It's probably going to go to Milo Santos, we would assume. 35% from 3. It could go to Aquino, 42% from 3. But
yeah. Well, you know, another option, you know, and the option that has worked, you know, quite a bit in this game. Although we haven't seen a lot of and ones. The Knights have been pretty good about staying away from the and ones. But if they got the ball down low to, you know, to Pierre Louis, he could try to draw a foul, try to get the 3-point play the traditional way. So,
but I would say if the ball is inside the 3-point line, you just allow the shot to go.
You'd allow the shot. You don't foul. You stay away.
And I think you trust your ability to inbound the ball and hit some free throws on your end.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see here. It's kind of a sophisticated move to foul and let them shoot 2 free throws.
They're going to go for the trap here. Goes to Santos as predicted.
Is he going to foul him?
He's going to run it across. They're going to let them run the ball, and he's going to look to actually drive into the paint. Back on the outside, takes the fading away 3-pointer, just short. Love with the rebound, and that is the game. The Knights are going to the state playoff in Mount San Antonio College. They ended their season last year at this time in Fullerton, but today they've done it. The Elite 8 abound.
Santos, as you were right, Joe. Santos got the ball, tried to do something with it, looked for a high ball screen from Pierre Louis, was forced to the outside, and ended up having Alex Crawford with him. and really had to, throw that shot way far up over the outstretched arms of Alex Crawford. And a 3 was just not going to be in the cards for them. Allan Hancock's season ends 24-7 on the season. Fantastic game plan that they had, combined with some very poor shooting by both teams, but enough is what it took. 64-61.
The Knights were in the game here with Allan Hancock the whole time, kind of playing, as we said many times, playing their game.
Yep.
Slow, low scoring, lots. The Allan Hancock were getting their shots in the paint, getting their offensive rebounds, and my goodness, getting their offensive rebounds in the most opportune moments.
Yeah, they did what they played their game all the way down to the end. It kept them in it. It got them tied, but Alex Crawford, who we've seen do a lot of spectacular things this year, mostly way above the rim. Tonight we saw him in one of the most spectacular shots, a 3, and now we got a court storming.
There we are. We are celebrating here at Harry West Gym. They're making it to their first Elite 8 since 2018. And it is definitely a wonderful night.
Yeah, so again, the bench for Allan Hancock, 19-6 for the Knights, but that didn't do anything for them there. Everything very even, as you would think, with a 64-61 score.
But it's almost one of the interesting things is the Bulldogs gave up a lot of possessions in turnovers, but they took back a lot of those possessions in offensive rebounds with 10 offensive rebounds. So losing the turnover battle by 13 is not good, but winning the offensive rebound battle by 10 can really, it can really bring that score back down to what it was, a very close game that ended up with the Knights winning by 3.
Yeah, and Allan Hancock, you got to give it to him too. They were down in that second half and made a run to tie the game. Several shots there. Finally fell for them. They got some buckets and tied the game near the end, and that's kind of where it stayed. They seemed to be fighting all along, to try to keep it, to get even at the end of regulation. And then they even had a shot there to tie the game at the very end, but the shot by Santos, their leading scorer, fell short.
Green hitting the hitting that second free throw to put the lead up to 3 was very crucial in this game, because the Bulldogs had gotten their opportunities underneath the basket. When they needed to score 2, they scored 2. And if they didn't score 2, they got the offensive rebound and then scored 2.
And then scored, yeah.
And having to force them to take a 3, which they had only made 1 of in this game, and in reality didn't take many. They didn't really try to shoot the 3.
No, they just weren't, and I have to say, the Knights didn't get that opportunity either. And the defense that Hancock was playing was very much outside. They were not. There was no one helping in the middle, and they didn't need to, because the Knights were playing kind of a 5 wide for the most part offense too. So there just wasn't anything too deep there. Yeah, so only 11 3-point attempts for the Knights, when they usually are 21 3-point attempts for the game. So we got to say, as we've said kind of a couple times, the Bulldogs really kind of controlled the tempo of the game and played their game, a low-scoring game, 64-61. But the Knights beat them at their game, and where it took. And one of the other things there too is free throw attempts. In the second half free throw attempts. Let's take a look at that. 6 for 10, Allan Hancock. 10 for 13 for the Knights. So 60% versus 76%. So that's a big difference there too. Well,
looks like we're going to get Al Green over here for a post-game interview. The heroics of Al Green in that, especially in that overtime period, was crucial. So we'd love to talk to him, and we're going to be right back with that interview and celebrate. The Knights are going.
Go Knights.
To the Elite Eight. Be back in a moment. All right, we are here with Al Green after making the Elite Eight. First time since 2018.
Sir.
Last year, this is where the season ended. This year, the season goes on. How does it feel?
Man, it feels great, man. All the work we put in at the start of the year, everything we grinded for, man. Every time we go to in the halftime, Coach tells us we got 20 more minutes to win this half. We're not going to let them come in here and take this game from us. And it just feels so good, like, to earn it all and, like, to really just take it all in, you know.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Absolutely.
Excited, man.
So you had some critical free throws tonight near the end of both regulation to kind of give the Knights a lead, and then also to kind of extend it to a 3-point lead here plus a critical pass to Alex Crawford, who hit a 3. Tell us kind of what you were thinking as you were up there at the line.
Really, I just, like, the whole game, man, like, my teammates had trust in me, and they knew that if I got the ball, I could make a play with it, and that just helped me, gave my confidence, because in the first half, I was kind of timid, and they kept telling me every time I came out, be aggressive, we need you, like, we're not going to win this game without you, and, like, without them, I wouldn't have been able to be as aggressive, and, like, I wouldn't have been able to take the ball, you know. So I just want to give it to my teammates. They push me every day. We all get better, go against each other every single day. It's all them.
So tell us about Allan Hancock. They seem to kind of dictate the game flow in that, you know, 64-61 game, one of the lowest scoring games this season for you.
Yep.
And they seem to be you seem to be playing their kind of game. How did you guys, you know, kind of get over that hump that you could win playing that game?
Really, we just had to get a feel for the game. Like, our team is so versatile. We're 15 players deep, so anything that another team brings at us, we have every single counter for it. So if they want to slow it down, we can slow it down, get it to the post. If they want to speed the game up, we got guards that can come off the screen and get a dunk at any time. So we're just so versatile, and, like, they had a great game plan. Hancock's a great team. I mean, they came out with the energy and all, but we just finished it off.
So not the best shooting night for the Knights tonight. I think 37 from the field, or even, you know, kind of, let's take a quick look at that. For the game, 35 for the game, 27% from 3. You only had, I think, 3 from 3 tonight. What do you think the issues were with shooting tonight?
I mean, sometimes, you know, we're not going to be able to hit his shots every single game. That's why every single day at practice we start with driving down, jump stop. We don't even do shooting drills, really, because if your shot's not falling, you need to go to the basket. So every single time, if our shot's not falling, we already know coach is going to tell us, go to the basket, get some drives, and our shots will eventually fall. They didn't really fall this game, but I mean, we kept taking to the paint, being aggressive, doing what we knew we had to do, and it worked out for us.
They were really strong, as kind of was suspected, offensive rebounds. Their rebounding was really good. A lot of second chances, especially down even near the end. They got a second chance to kind of tie the game. But how do you guys feel like you guys did from that standpoint?
I feel like we could have got better on the rebounds. They were definitely out hustling us on the rebounds. I think at halftime they had 8 offensive boards, which that's not something we could have. We can't win like that. So we definitely have to cut down on the offensive rebounds. We got to be tougher on defense, offense, all of that. So we can't let that happen again. What
kind of improvements do you guys are going to be looking toward as you got what, 3 games in 3 days.
Yep. I mean, just really keeping the body healthy. You know, like it's 3 back-to-back games. So by that 3rd day, it's really like whoever is the healthiest and whoever is, because we're gonna come back to practice and do the same thing every single day. Jump stops, defense, full court one-on-one, same grind every single day. It doesn't change. So we really just got to focus on keeping our body healthy, and it'll get us far.
KJ Bradley, can you tell us anything about his what was going on with him?
Yeah, so like a couple weeks, he's been having cramps really bad, like in his thigh and stuff. So he'll come in and out the game and stuff. But I guess this game he was just getting really bad cramps, so it was messing him up. But I mean, he was tough. He kept playing through it. Yeah. We needed him. He was in the game, so he kept telling us at the end of the game, he was like, "Put me in. Like I got it. Like I'll go." So.
With Bradley out like that, it looked like you became the main ball handler, bringing up the ball and running the offense. How you know what goes into having to make that switch? I know you do handle the ball and take it up quite often, but you know, for probably the last 10 minutes or so and overtime, it was just
Al makes
you.
2 little free throws. He get an interview. Okay, Al. Okay. Defense.
Nah, I would really say it's just a confidence thing. Like if KJ's out, I know like our bench is so deep, but like I have the confidence. I know I can bring the ball up the court, and I don't think anybody can stay in front of me really. So I know I go with that, and I mean I just try to make as much winning plays as possible. And if we win, you know, like we did tonight, we keep going. So. And
you skated that line with 4 fouls. You were just. Oh, you were balancing. You were balancing. So I'll give you the break that Coach Charlin just yelled at you. You got a break. There was one play where it was like, oh well, he's got 4 fouls. I don't know. Well, I mean.
So can you on that last play where they were coming down? So they kind of had that last shot. Did you guys? What were you guys talking about before that, as far as your defense is concerned? You were up 3. You knew they needed 3. What did you guys think they were going to try to do?
Well, our whole scout for them was like they're really not a shooting team. So if anything, we wanted to just play 22 and just kind of not force all the way and just let them bring the ball up as slow as possible to slow them down, because they would go with a full head of steam and get an and one out of nowhere. You never know. So we were really trying to play. We knew who the shooters were. We were trying to play up on the drivers, and it worked. And we just had to deny all shooters. So I had trust in all my teammates, and worked out.
Great. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You did it. The nut looks good on you. It's a good necklace,
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Take care.
Yep.
All right. Thanks to Al Green for the interview, and thank you for watching. If you want to read more about this game and anything else going on, go to sdcitytimes.com. That's it for me, Joe Panek, Vince Outlaw. It's been a wonderful season, and we'll see you next time.